6-star independent associate from Ireland.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you for that, for the kind introduction. I'm just going to get straight into this and share my screen with all of you guys. So just tell me if everything is working okay. Would be great. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's fantastic to see so many of you on the call with us today on this Zoom call. Some familiar faces and some new faces. So wonderful that you're joining us. And I actually have to be a little bit careful today. And that is, Frank says, I got to slow down and I got to speak slowly because we have people who've done a remarkably difficult job to translate what I'm saying into the languages. So I hope you can appreciate that we got to try to help everybody here understand the material and you know, just get as much out of this presentation and this event today as possible. But it's fantastic that you're all with us today. So really, we have, I think, a wonderful opportunity for people to, you know, get engaged with us right now because the timing for what we are doing is just perfect. So without any further ado, I'll just, you know, like to get straight into the presentation because our time is valuable today. And I think, you know, one of the first questions, you know, when people, you know, look, you know, at this business, at this opportunity is, well, you know, who are you guys, you know, and what do you do? And I think these are, you know, questions that we should just answer, you know, straight away, because it is important that you know what sort of people we are and what we actually do. Well, just to define this very, very easily, I suppose, who are we? Well, the people in the Amplivo community are basically a community of environmentally conscious entrepreneurs. And what do we do? Well, we help finance environmentally sustainable projects that create change for a better world. Because someone, you know, like myself, who is an entrepreneur, if I'm going to get involved, you know, with business and with projects, I prefer, and if I have the option, I want to, you know, make money with projects that are doing something good for the world, doing something good for the planet. And I think many people, like-minded people, especially today's world, has evolved to this situation where we have this choice. And this is what I firmly believe with the opportunity that will be presented to you today, that we have a remarkable business that will allow you to be an entrepreneur, a business person, but also to get involved with a really dynamic business opportunity that will also not just make you money, but also help do something good for the planet as well. Now, the next question is, well, what sort of environmental projects are you dealing with, and what sort of environmental projects do you get involved with? But I think, first of all, it's important to define the environmental catastrophe that's taking place in the world right now. And I just want to show you a very short video that will outline that, and then we can go into the projects that we are involved in. So I'm just going to play you a little 2-minute video just to give you an idea of the area that we're talking about here.
Air pollution is the worst it has ever been, affecting 92% of humankind and killing millions each year. Can I stop it? Plastic waste is everywhere, on the highest mountains, on the deepest ocean floor, on every beach, embedded in Arctic ice. Can I clean it? We eat 70,000 pieces of microplastic per year. The chemicals in it can alter hormones and damage our health. Plastic kills 1.1 million sea animals each year and threatens all marine life. Can I save it? 800 million people are vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Over 1 million species are at risk of extinction because of this calamity. Can I solve it? 1.5 acres of forest is chopped down every second. Half of the world's jungles have already been wiped out. Can I change it? 1.1 billion people lack access to water. 2.4 billion people are exposed to disease because of dirty water. Can I fix it?
Yes, I can. I can make a difference.
I can help fight for our planet.
I can be a force for good.
I can be a catalyst for change.
I will do my part.
I will change.
I will spread the word.
I will keep believing.
We can. We will. Keep on sharing.
So there you go. I think that really does highlight the global challenge that we're facing right now with the plastic, waste and the plastic problem that's causing so much environmental devastation. So now this is just rolling us into the projects that we actually help to finance and support. And our first project, which was initiated a few months ago in Thailand, in Bangkok, which was June this year, we're going to show you a little video to outline again some of the work that we're doing there and other projects that are online, coming online. We hope by the end of this year to initiate our first European project in Slovenia. And we're targeting Belgium for 2021, or the first quarter, maybe the second quarter of 2021, Ireland also, and Colombia. These are projects that are already in development, that are being negotiated, and all the intricacies of putting the project together, because it's a very complex line of events that have to take place. But as I say, we've already now got our first project up and running in Thailand, and that's what I'm going to show you now, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about this project. So I believe always it's more important to show you videos and documentation of what's really happening rather than you listening, to me. So our next little video, which I've just got literally 5 minutes or 10 minutes before we started, and I'm just going to click on this link here, and it's just going to bring you the latest update from our Bangkok project in Thailand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to a brief virtual tour to our waste plastic to fuel production facility here in Bangkok, Thailand, where we convert your plastic garbage into advanced biofuel. Our raw material includes plastic bags, wrapping materials, and other packaging products, which are delivered for us packed in tight bales, allowing us to load our production modules efficiently. Our facility currently includes 2 waste plastic to fuel production units, which are together capable of producing approximately 120,000 liters of fuel per month. The process begins by loading the plastic garbage into the production unit and starting the pyrolysis process by applying heat to the plastic waste. This process creates flammable gases and smoke, which are then channeled through a distillation system and converted into pyrolysis crude oil. This crude oil can be used in heavy-duty, low-speed engines, or it can be refined into commercial gasoline, diesel, and kerosene jet fuel. Our facility includes today 2 production units, and we are currently preparing the facility for the installation of the 3rd unit, scheduled to be operational within this month. The 3 production units are together capable of increasing our monthly production capacity to nearly 200,000 liters of oil per month. Our target is to have a total of 10 such production units operational at this facility by the end of 2021, and to reach a production output of approximately 600,000 liters per month. We wish to thank you very much for your support to this important mission of cleaning our environment from the plastic garbage and converting it into fuel for our daily lives. Thank you.
And thank you, Jay, very much for that very informative video. As I say, we just got that video a few moments before the presentation today started, because we really wanted to give you the most recent update. So this is really, you know, what is happening now in Thailand. And let me just go through the facts that we can relate now to what is actually happening and with these production units that Jay was talking about in the video. The Bangkok project is set up to convert 1.2 million kilograms of plastic waste per month, which will give us approximately 600,000 liters of high-grade fuel. Now, as Jay was saying, our target is to implement 10 machines to get this capacity. Right now, we have 2 machines up and running. The third one will be hopefully up and running and installed and producing fuel by the end of this month. So we're, you know, at least you know, a third of the way down the road with this target that we will achieve. Now, let me just highlight for you the impact of taking away this amount of plastic makes out of the environment. And a very simple way to look at this, and this is how, you know, I see it. Well, it's fantastic that, you know, you're taking away all this plastic waste, but what does it actually mean? Well, if you look at how much plastic that we as, you know, a community or as the world actually use or produce, we can quantify this as being the plastic footprint per person. You've heard probably of the carbon footprint. Well, here we're going to talk about the plastic footprint. This is the impact of one person's plastic usage in a year. Now, on average, it's about 35 kilograms globally. Some countries, unfortunately, like the United States, it may be a couple of 100 kilos per person. In some other countries, for example, like the Scandinavian countries, it'll be slightly less. So on average, the average is about 35 kilograms per person per year. And I think most of you could relate to this. If you look, you know, when you go shopping in your supermarket trolley, all the plastic that's being used there. So it equates to about 3 kilograms of plastic per person per month. So if we use those numbers, basically when we are cleaning up the plastic waste of 1.2 million kilograms per month, that means that it actually equates to cleaning up the plastic that over 34,000 people would be producing on a monthly basis. Now, on a yearly basis, that's over 400,000 people. So I'm really impressed with those numbers. And of course, this is just one project. As we evolve, more projects will come online. Our project in Slovenia will do exactly the same thing. That'll be another 400,000. Another project coming online in Belgium, another 400,000. So then we're over 1 million. So these are really good numbers. And this is why it inspires me to be involved with such a project that really is making a huge difference. And I really don't know of any organization, even a charity or a cause that is making such an impact to really clean up the plastic waste that people actually produce. So I hope that these numbers give you confidence in what we're doing, and just gives you maybe another way to look at this. So we support something which is also interesting, highly profitable, while cleaning up our planet from waste at the same time. And that's what we're going to go into now, is the profitability on this, how interesting this is to be doing. Because the market potential for this fuel is really very, very interesting. And we're just going to go through that in a moment. But first of all, I want to talk about why this fuel really is so special. And you could say it's a fantastic job that you're doing, just removing all this plastic waste and just making the planet a safer and environmentally better place. But when we can create a sustainable business model from this with a huge market potential, this makes it very, very interesting, and will also accelerate the progress. Now, the fuel that we produce, firstly, is classified as advanced biofuel. Advanced biofuel is fuel that's made from plastic waste, for example. And also this fuel has a very low carbon footprint. It's more eco-friendly. And also very significantly, it has a very low sulfur content. In fact, it's termed technically as very low sulfur fuel oil, VLSFO. Now, why is this important? And why does this create such a huge market, potential? Well, first of all, let's look at the legislation that's currently in place and currently coming into place, for example, in the EU, where many of you on this call will live. And just to give you an idea of the huge demand for this fuel, in the EU, the road traffic fuel consumption, that's with what we drive in our cars, the trucks that transport our goods, the kids on the mopeds and everything else, that is approximately 340 billion liters of fuel per year. Now that's an astronomical amount. We couldn't even begin to imagine how much that is. Now the EU legislation has come into play now with regard to the fuel being sold at the gas station, and it must contain this advanced biofuel as an additive. And by 2021, that's next year, that's not that far away, it will have to be a 1.5% minimum advanced biofuel content or additive to the fuel that they're selling at the gas station. Now, this creates alone a market of 5.1 billion litre just to meet that 1.5% demand. And this rises over the course of the next 10 years, going up to 10% by 2030. And maybe the fuel consumption by then is even more than 340 billion, but just based on the figures that we have right now, this would create a demand for over 34 billion litres needed just to meet that demand alone. So is there a demand for this fuel? Absolutely. And just let me show you one more slide that highlights again, the demand for the fuel, but also how good it is to produce this fuel instead of the other fuels that are out there that they're currently using. You see a picture here of a huge container boat, a container ship, and it's one of the largest container ships in the world. And this is an interesting statistic. 15 of the largest container ships emit more sulfur and pollute more than all of the road's traffic combined. That's astounding. And the reason is that because these huge ships, they run on a very cheap and a very dirty fuel. It's actually called bunker fuel. And this is a very high sulfur content, 3.5 to 5%. Now, the legislation, again, has come into play from the IMO, that is the International Maritime Organization that regulates the law with everything to do with sea traffic and maritime affairs. They have brought into play legislation that states that these huge boats must reduce now their sulfur content in the fuel when they're sailing on the open seas, on the oceans, to 0.5%, 0.5%. And when they come close to the coast, they have to reduce it even more to 0.1%. Now, our advanced biofuel has a very low sulfur content. It actually is 0.031%. Now, this legislation creates, again, a huge demand for this fuel in the maritime sector of approximately 400 billion litres per year. Now, the thing is, what all this says to me is that it doesn't matter how much fuel we produce, the market is there for it, that we can sell this fuel. So this is, for me, very, very interesting, and I hope that you guys also on the call today will appreciate the market potential that we have for this, this fuel. Now, let's have a look now how the fuel is the fuel that's been drilled out of the oil wells in Saudi Arabia, the North Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico. All of that fuel that's sold on the world markets today is actually the currency that's used to buy and sell that fuel is the petrodollar. So the petrodollar is linked to the old model, the old fossil fuel model. Now, we ask ourselves, well, can we create an alternative for this new future fuel? And I think this name is very, very appropriate. Innovations for a Sustainable Future, ISF. Well, what we've done is we have set up a token, the ISF token, and we will be using this token to trade the fuel produced from these projects. Now, just to give you an idea of why we've chosen to do this, the advantages of using this technology, the blockchain technology, is based on the Ethereum platform and ERC20 token, and it is very, very transparent. Let me just give you some more information on this. I've advanced, unfortunately, one slide too much here. As I said, the Sosnova token is the official trading token for our oil, for our fuel. Smart contracts on the blockchain. Now, more machines basically and more projects mean more oil. So this, of course, means more demand for the potentially billions of liters per year that we can produce. So this would mean that the ISF token will be in huge demand as more and more projects come online. More and more fuel is produced, more and more fuel traded with the ISF token. So therefore, this creates a huge demand, and everything on the blockchain, making it very transparent and based on the Ethereum ERC20 token that is very, very secure and one of the the strongest and most reputable blockchains out there. So the question to me would be, how many ISF do you want to have? Well, I think the answer would be, for most people, well, as many as possible. That would seem to me to be the most logical answer to give on this. So how do we acquire these, how are we awarded the Sosnova tokens? Well, we, as the Amplivo community, and this community coming together of entrepreneurs helping to finance these projects, we interact with the Acovo platform, the Acovo social media platform that's also linked to all the other social media platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Pinterest. And just to give you a little bit more definition of what Acovo is, basically it is a social-driven platform that empowers all to play an important part in the global fight against plastic waste while enjoying multiple features, benefits, and incentives. As we say, turn the trash into cash. And simply by registering on the Acovo platform, it's completely free and without any obligation. So it's a very, very simple way to begin to get involved with what we do, get more information, and just to learn and get educated about these wonderful projects and what we're actually doing. Now, so by interacting on the Acovo platform, whether you just register or purchase products or whatever, you will get free loyalty points. Now, this is very similar to what many companies, organizations, do already around the world. Many of you will be familiar with this, from airlines, from hotels, from supermarkets. When you buy with, these people, these organizations, you get rewarded in loyalty points, and you can collect these loyalty points, and then you can redeem them for something of value. Well, we do exactly the same here. Basically, for every euro spent on the Acovo platform, you will be rewarded or awarded free loyalty points. And in most cases, it's matched €1 for 1 free loyalty point. And just to give you an idea of some of the products and services on the platform, these are the media packages, which will allow you through the Acovo platform to communicate the message about what we do to all these other social media platforms and monitor everything, the people coming in, the people looking at it. And there'll be a lot more talked about later in the presentation today, not just about the media packages, but also about the services, the cashback, travel, shopping, dining, education, and so forth. Now, the rest of the presentation, other people will be contributing and telling you a little bit more about these other aspects. So I'm not going to go too much into depth on that right now. And the point is that when you get your free loyalty points, you can then redeem these into ISF tokens. So basically you can collect, you know, as many ISF tokens as you want. So there's no limit to how many you can have and how many you can acquire. Now you may ask, well, why do you do it like this? Why does, you know, you set things up like this? Well, very simply, all the net profits from the products and these services that are sold on the Acovo platform, they go towards financing the environmentally sustainable projects. So basically, by you becoming involved with this, this helps to get rid of plastic waste. So this is the way our business model, the way we work is set up. And just to give you a little bit of an idea about the packages, here are some of the packages. And these packages are bundled together to give you extra value. When we bundle them together like this, they have a certain package price starting at €265, going all the way up to over €9,000. So there's a huge discounted value in these packages. And the net profit, as I say, from the sale of these packages is used to finance new projects. So that is how we work. Now, so for people who just begin to look at this for the first time, it's very simple for you just to get registered as a follower and enjoy the free features with offers, deals, cashbacks, and much, much more. Now, if you want to become a supporter of the projects, then you can purchase some of those packages that I've just outlined for you. And there's many possibilities there, as you know. But if you really want to have a significant impact and do something and help create a business from this, and also help other people to do the same, then you can become what we term as an influencer. And to become an influencer, you acquire a business license, and that will allow you to expand your sphere of influence, enjoy profits, commissions and bonuses as an entrepreneur with the Amplivo community. So that really takes you to the next step in the process, where you see yourself, you identify yourself with the community as an entrepreneur who would like to get involved in helping to set up and finance these environmentally sustainable projects, and also at the same time make money with this and help other people to make money with this. So I'm just going to finish off now on the last two slides just to tell you basically what to do next. It's really important to get back to the person who invited you onto this Zoom call today and get their referral link, get the correct referral link so you can get registered and just get a little bit familiar with what we do, and then sign up, create your own free account, and make sure that you get the right package, then as a supporter, get your license to become an influencer, and then register for the next Fast Start training that will be in your language, in your area, as soon as possible. Just connect with the people who've invited you onto this call, and they will help you with all of this. The power of duplication, the sponsor, the person who's introduced you to this concept, into this community, they'll help you with getting the package sorted out and how you redeem the free loyalty points into Sosnova ISF tokens. and also to help you get connected with the community by joining the Telegram information channel, so you're always getting the most updated information and just staying abreast of what's happening, because it really does develop very fast sometimes with our business. And then join the weekly fast start trainings in your language. Invite others to be part of the community. Invite others to our business presentations, which are taking place mainly now with the Zoom format because of the situation with being able to come together and have meetings. But we hope very soon that we'll be able to come together physically and have meetings and everything else. But right now we work principally through the Zoom platform, and duplicate the system with your business partners. And of course, your sponsor will help you with this. So as we say, doing good never felt better. So I hope that you've learned something today, and that this is something of interest to you. And the rest of the presentation now is going to be dedicated to giving you more information. This was just really to give you a very brief overview, and the next speakers, who are very qualified and very experienced, will give you insights to many different areas of the business. And I've got a great pleasure now to introduce one of our next speakers. It's a lady who has done an incredible amount of work for the German, Austrian markets to help and support the people, in those markets. And she works absolutely tirelessly. And it always seems to be that she's everywhere at the same time. She's always online. You send a message, and a few minutes later, doesn't matter what time of the day it seems, you get a message back. So this is the work ethic that this lady has, and also extremely competent and very, very professional. And I think when she introduces what she's going to be sharing with you, that you'll probably come to that conclusion as well. It's a real pleasure to work with someone as competent as the next speaker, and that is Frau Meyer in Austria, Petra Meyer. Petra, I'm going to hand over to you. So thank you for being with us today and everything you do and contribute to the community. Thank you very much. I will have to unmute you, I think. There we go.
Yeah, hello everybody. Thank you, Peter, for your kind words. Good to see you all on the call. I share my screen now with you. Yeah, big hello to everybody. Good to have you here. Good to see you. I will start with 5 questions and 4 answers to sum up the value of our business, as Peter told us before. In my opinion, these are the key elements to run a healthy business. First question, can I connect with this project? Do I find myself here? This is a question you have to answer for yourself. Second, who can I get to support this project? Where can I find my prospects? Well, as Peter told us, each of us produces an average of 35 kilos of plastic waste per year. I would say that really everyone around you needs to know about this possibility. So just look around. The answer is yes. Is there a real value behind this business model? The best idea, the best mission is nothing if there is no product with real value at the end. Well, the product is one of the most traded raw materials worldwide, oil, advanced biofuel. The answer is yes. Fourth question, are there customers? Is there a demand for the oil? Yes, as Peter told us, existing laws already require other companies to add this oil to their products to make them more environmentally friendly. But not only oil producing or consuming companies are required to do so. From 2025, plastic producers in Austria are also required to recycle 50% of their manufactured products, and they are still far from meeting half of this requirement. For example, one of these companies in Austria produces a daily amount of single-use plastic of 20,000 kilos, and these requirements are increasing. So the answer is yes. And last but not least question, am I in a legally secured area when I'm running this business? Our mastermind, Mr. Frank Ricketts, has taken care to make this form legally accessible for everyone. So yes, the fifth answer is also yes. I will guide you now through your office and show you in a very quick way what is available for you to run your own business as an independent associate. Amplivo. Amplivo is the name of the brand for all independent associates. You will not find a company with this name. It's only a brand, a corporate identity. Get connected, log in. After your registration with the link from the person who offered you this amazing opportunity, you can step into your personal office. Fill in your username and your password, click sign in, and welcome at your dashboard, your day at your office. First step, set your language. There are several languages which you can choose of. And at the dashboard, you also find the one-time qualification status, the star rank status, your funds, and your FLPs to get your ISF. Profile settings, do your KYC. At the profile, you have to fill in your name, your address, and check your passwords. KYC, load up your documents and ready to rock your business. So let's take the next step. Only 42 slides. No, it's really a quick overview to this opportunity. Start your business, get your business license in the shop. In the Amplivo shop, you are able to buy your business license and then start to earn money step by step. Next, wallet. In your wallet, you can find your funds, your invoices, your weekly commissions, and every transaction in and out of your account. Commissions, or how to find your commissions. In the commissions, you can find your star rank, your matching bonus, your infinity star bonus, and your customer acquisition bonus. Special trainings and more details every week in every language. Just go back to the person who invited you to this event. And now, business stuff. In the download area, you find all the legal documents, the newsletters, and the business presentation in several languages, and the video to start your business, to spread out what you have to talk about. Anything of interest, well, then it's now the right time, or better after this Zoom, to get back to the person who invited you and get all your questions answered. Thank you. I think together we are able to reach everything. And now I pass the ball. I'm passing the ball to a really grateful. In former life, one of the first tennis coaches of Martina Hingis, And I can say that he was significantly involved in her discovery as a terrific tennis star. A man whose network spans the entire world, from France to Tahiti and the global on the other side back. This man knows exactly how to guide people to maximum success. He's not only a passionate fisherman, but also a great fisherman for people. He knows how to get people started for our mission and to accompany them on their way with incredible fire and inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the one and only Mr. Jean-Luc Bay, our Frenchman in this crazy, amazing team. So, Jean-Luc.
Thank you. It's so fantastic.
Surprise,
where did you find this photo? It's incredible.
As Peter told you, I'm everywhere.
Yes, I know. Thank you so much for this kind words. I cannot share my okay, that's fantastic. Just I'll share my screen. Okay, normally you can see my screen now. Okay, that's okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Petra. Okay, my part is really important because I'm going to explain to you. You can create deal in a merchant platform. We have a deal merchant platform. We have that is fantastic because you will see all is good for everybody. It's good deal for yourself. It's a good deal for the client. It's because it's zero cost, zero risk for all members. That's a good thing for the to be a merchant who can create a deal because he can sell. If it's a company, he can sell all the product or the services he has as simple. And of course, for the client, it's good because they will have a big discount. And it's good for the company too, because with that, the company can participate more to financial all the units, polypetrol, for our waste, plastic waste, transformed to biofuel oil. Okay, merchant deals. All the deals are available all over the world. That's important to know because you will see if you have a lot of products, if you have a merchant, or you can be an individual, all the product service can be sold everywhere in the world. And the biggest, you have commission. All the downline, upline, crossline can have all the commission because of this deal. And the thing is, if you are in the network, of course, all the crossline can buy the deal you create or can buy the deal of the merchant you can explain, you can show, they can buy even all the deals, not only in your own network. But now you will see how it's create your deal. It's simple. First, you have to become a merchant, and for that you have an IDR license guy who is going to activate your merchant account. He's going to contact you, and with that you will be able to create new deal. You can see on the slide the IDR license. It's me, for example, but there is plenty of IDR license, and you can see on the slide you can now create your deal. You cannot, as a member of CCW, Ecovo CCW platform, you cannot create a deal if you are not activated by an IDR merchant. Okay, license, sorry. So you can go now on your CCW account and you can see, and the number 2, you can create your deal. It's really, really simple. You have to follow exactly what I say. Example of what your deals you can create. You can create deals of local restaurant. If you know some people have a restaurant or cafe, you can explain them. They can, of course, create a deal. For example, pizzeria, they can make the deal of 10% of discount of other people who is going to the restaurant with a voucher, and they will have a discount. You can create deals for local department stores, car garage, local hotels. That's important. You will see theaters and cinema, service providers, premises, taxi, cafe, and much more. But you have the bad deals not to do. You have the bad deals are international channels. For example, McDonald's, the large company, McDonald's, Apple, or other things. Why? Because the local manager are not authorized to make such deal. That's important to know too. These deals are strictly forbidden. Tobacco companies, business, religious organization, political institution, adult industry, really they are strictly forbidden, of course, for brand reason. Okay, now you have to follow the system. You fill the form. You will see it's really simple. You can see on the slide. You will put the starting date of the offer. You will put the ending date of the offer, your offer, or the offer of the merchant. You know, you can upload the product picture. You can make the end of the deal validity. You can reactivate this deal. Of course, that's a possibility. You can put the number of products you want to offer. For example, if you are a merchant and you sell jeans, for example, you can put only 10 jeans, with a discount. And don't forget before to go to the next step, to click on save. A lot of people forget this, and that's important because your deal will not available if you don't save all the page of the system. Okay, and now you have to create your voucher. The voucher, in fact, is actually what we sell to the consumer. For example, you can see on this slide, you have a product you want to sell. The price of the product is 1,260 euros. You want to make a discount of this to sell this product with a discount of, for example, 40%. Okay. Now how it works? It's simple. The people are just going to buy this product in the system is paying 20% of the discount, 20% of the discount, and of course only with the credit, not euros, but only with the credit. How it works? Simple. 1 euro is 10 credits. Okay, the people will with the voucher with 20% off 500 for euros, and it is 1,008 credits. It's as simple like that. With that you can buy the voucher, and after you can buy the voucher, you will pay to the merchant the product with transfer, PayPal, I don't know. But this is the system, the way you can buy the voucher. So you continue to fill the form. You can give more important details of the product, of the service you want to sell. You can describe more in details the product, and you can, and it's a really good thing, add more picture of the product. You can create a deal as a company, but you can create even in individual. For example, if you have a bicycle, you want to buy your bicycle or your car, I don't know, you can create your deal. And that's important with a discount, because your deal will be seen all over the world with all the Ecovo members, and so much people are member of Ecovo website. So that's really a good way for you to sell the product you want. And now you publish your deal. Your document will be sent to the idea for the review activation. Of course, the idea should check all your form, all the details you put, and of course, if all is okay, now you will see your deal is active, and it's done. Your deal is active, and now other people will see your deals, and you will see very, very soon your product will be sold. To be really, really better for you is to click on the watch button when you will have this PDF, and you will have the training video. It's simple, with the best of our CEO, Frank Ricketts. Okay, it was for my part. I hope it was profitable for you. And now I'm going to pass the ball. I know it's not a tennis player, but I want to introduce this person, this top leader. His name is Vittorio, and Vittorio is really an important top leader of Cloudhorizon and Plivo Icovo concept. He's there since the beginning. He has a huge network. He's all the time here for all the members of the team, his team of thousands of people, and really the best. He's a really nice guy with a big heart. Please let me to introduce the next speaker is Vittorio. Vittorio, it's to you now. It's up to you.
Thank you very much, Jean-Luc. I don't have a lot of words for your introducing. Can you hear me? Yes? It's okay. Hear me? Can you give me feedback? Thank you, Petra. Thank you very much. So I am Vittorio. Thank you, Jean-Luc, for your training. And yes, I am influencer 5-star from the beginning, and I am happy the working in this company from the next 5-10 years. So today I like to share some opportunity we have in the platform Ecovo CCW. I share my screen. Yes, okay. Perfect. So all see my screen. Petra, give me, all right? Thank you. Okay, perfect. So the first platform is Ecovo CCW Cashback. It's a very nice platform because I use too much for buy all product, food for dog, everything, travel, hotel, and it's very simple. You will be rewarded doing something you do every day. Please register in CCW Cashback from the menu bar Ecovo CCW back office. First of all, need to complete your personal detail, country, address, and it's just 1 minute. So more than 6,000 stores with cashback. We have everything, Hilton, eBay, last minute booking, and you have a possibility to receive back from 1% to over 20%. It's more simple. You just log in your account Ecovo Cashback and search your store. I move. Okay. Invite your friends and receive cashback on their purchases. So it's very simple. Another opportunity is auction, Ecovo CCW auctions. How to? Making a bid cost one bid which increases the product price with 1 cent euro. Bids can be bought for crypto community work credits, which can be purchased in one of the following ways: Amplivo online account or Amplivo mandatory account. The product will be available for a definite period of time during which users can bid on them. The product will be available on the site until there are valid bids made on them within the BP. Expired time which will be continuously reduced at first 1 minute, then 30 seconds, 15 second interval for bidding. So it's very simple to understand the process, the option. If the price of a product reaches 5% of the original price, then the purchasing price will stop rising. Also will be still possible to make bids. In this case, bidding is for deciding who will eventually win the product. Of course, it is possible the price of product not reach the 5% limit, which may occur in lack of now bids made on it. The product will be the person whose bid is the last. That is when no other bid is made on the product or none arrive on before the time of expire. Taking the product, in this case, the purchase price of the product has to be paid. This is maximum 5% of the price of the product. Dear winner, the gift code will be sent per email to the address in your profile. Please note that your online cash account, CCW or Amplivo cash account, will have the option price deducted. So you pay only this price. Redemption of the one product. When the member wins the action, she must open a ticket in the support for communicate the winning in the 7 days. The gift code will be sent by email to the address in your profile. Please note the action price paid for the win will be deducted from your online cash account, CCW or Ampligo. Next opportunity. It's really more simple. I fight the same with Jean-Luc. Win 3 times 4 months minimum. I don't know. It's lucky. And yeah, it's tombola. How to? Prices. You can see the weekly and monthly tombola. So we have a possibility to win start pack or bronze pack or silver pack with some business license. Every user can take part in the weekly tombola draw. There is only one thing you need to do: be able to claim your free tombola ticket. Don't miss the opportunity. Click on Tombola, My Tombolas, where you need to click. They give me my weekly tombola ticket button so you can participate in Sunday draw. The winning ticket of each tombola are published on cryptocommunityworld.com. Miss the free tombola ticket or you would like to increase your winning change. You have the opportunity to buy tombola ticket by clicking Buy More, and you can buy weekly and monthly tombola tickets. So you see, you have the possibility to buy 20 tickets from weekly, 20 tickets from monthly, and you have a possibility win silver pack, bronze pack, and some business license. So this is just a concept for have 3 opportunity for win or for save money with cashback, Ecobo, CCW cashback. More important, profile and TAC need just 3 minutes completed with your detail information. After, you need 1 document, passport, drive license, or ID card with the issue authority, issue date, and expire date. Save, And now we need to upload this document. Next step, need to upload proof of address. Need 1 bills, no more old 3 months. And in the next 3 days, your KYC will be verified. So it's very simple. I stop share screen. Hope was fine everything. Now.
Vi bor ju i stan vi.
Some close please microphone. Okay. Now I introduce the next speaker. It's amazing top leader starting the beginning in the project from UK, Mr. Saleh Ahmed Houdin. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon around the world.
Thank you very much, Vittorio. Can you hear me? Sounds all clear, yes? Thank you very much, everyone, for being on this call. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I will not cover the presentation slides. I mean, Peter's done a fabulous job on that. Petra's also spoke about it. Jean-Luc and Vittorio. I will just touch on why I chose Cloudhorizon. Now, I am from UK. I was born and brought up in the UK. I've always worked in the corporate field. I've worked for the local government. I've always enjoyed working for the community. I used to work with young people on the streets. I've also worked with families. It was a passion that I've always had to help the community. Any problems, any problems we've had on the streets with young people, we've always looked to find solutions. I mean, it gave me that self-satisfaction. I've always said to myself that if I was to do something in life, I need to have a reason and a meaning as to why I do what I do. When this concept came along, from the beginning, I was with Vittorio. We started from the beginning with many other members and leaders here on this call. We started from the beginning. I mean, when I saw the concept, maybe some people would look at it. Even my mother said to me, "What is the job that you do?" When I explained to her, it's plastic trash, she thought I was a binman. She thought I was on the streets cleaning the plastic waste on the streets. But it's, when you look at it, I mean, you're cleaning up the pollution that we create on the streets. We're damaging the environment. I mean, and we're going, not physically out there, but we're going to clean this plastic pollution. I mean, at the end of the day, you might not see the return. You might not see anything right now, but this, when you understand that you're actually doing this for the future, we're doing it for our children, our children's children. This is something we leave behind. It's a legacy we leave behind. When you look at it this way, and when you understand that the reason as to why you're doing this is to help the community, is to help your family, other families. I mean, it's that self-satisfaction. You've always got a reason as to why you're working. You've always got a reason as to why you're doing what you're doing. Once you've got your reasons, I mean, you automatically have that satisfaction. And I've been working with amazing leaders on this project. I mean, we've got our CEO, we've got Frank, and we've got Jose, we've got all these top people, all these top knowledgeable, skillful people that we learn from every day. And at a project like this, I mean, when we actually work and do something else and we don't have that satisfaction, we should ask ourselves why we're doing what we're doing. This is the main reason why I'm here. I mean, I work every day. I've got top leaders like this working every day. We're on webinars, we're out in country. Because of lockdown, we can't really travel at the moment, but we were traveling countries, we were spreading the news. And the more people that were aware, I mean, if you look around, people are not aware of this plastic pollution. People, when we show these videos, a lot of people, when you ask them about plastic pollution, yes, we know it, but when you show them the videos, when you show the damages, when you show everything that's happening around the world, a lot of people are shocked. A lot of people want to be a part of this. So I will keep it very short. I mean, I've got top leaders, so they're going to be talking about their stuff as well. So I would like to introduce Andrew Cheerio at the moment. He's an amazing leader. I mean, when I first met him, I mean, when I see him, he's always on a beach without a shirt. I mean, he's always in the gym working out. He's always exercising. At the same time, he's on webinars. He's always doing webinars like 200, 300 at one point 700-800 people on the webinar. I mean, this is amazing. This is a gentleman that works day and night. We work together, we work alongside, we support each other, we help each other, we advise each other, and I'm amazed. I mean, I'm very motivated by this person, and I would like to put the next caller on the call. His name is Andrea Cherio from Italy. Andrea, welcome.
Oops. I don't know. I can see. Wait a minute.
We can see you, Andrea.
Yeah. Che cazzo è successo? Dai, no, eh.
Andrea, we have your voice and we have your video.
Ti vediamo, Andrea.
We have.
Yes.
No, because but I can see you. I don't know why. What happened? Ah, okay. Yes, I'm here. Okay, now it's clear. Metto di qua, sorry me, because I'm working in two different rooms, so I have to switch off audio here. Wait a minute. Okay, it's okay. Can you hear me, Vittorio? Vittorio, give me the okay. Okay, very good. Thank you. So, hi everybody, and wish you a good Sunday. I'm very, very, very happy to be here today with you. I have confusion in this audio. Sorry again. Sorry. I don't know. No, okay, doesn't matter. You can see the Italian translation, but it's okay. So thank you to Saleh to introduce me. And I'm happy to be here to close this group of top leaders. And thank to everybody of you to be here in this global Zoom. We have hundreds of people from all over the world, Italian, Germany, English, England, somehow different room in different language. My name is Andrea Cherio. I am 47 and I start in the industries of network marketing around about 27 years ago. But this is not important. Like every time I say, it's not important why I'm here, but it's more important why you are here today. I can tell you that I am here because I am a pioneer. Because someone invited me 1 year and a few months ago, in the beginning, in the February 19, in Thailand, to know this business, and I fall in love immediately. Why? Because I am a pioneer. Okay, I am a pioneer. I don't believe in easy way to create a big business. I don't believe in easy way. I always believe that if you want to create something big, you must work hard. And in the same way, I don't believe in easy money. You must work hard. You must work with passion. You must work with your art. You have to share what you believe with the people that follow you, with the clients. But what is even important is to be the first when you start in a business. This is why I'm a pioneer. I learned in my life that if you want to create big business, you must start in the beginning. And I'm so glad today because I know that I am one of the first people in the world to start in this business, but this is not only about me. The same things is about all of you that today are connected in the Zoom, because really we are the first in the world right now. Just to give you an information, Frank Ricketts, the CEO, a few days ago, a few weeks ago, shared the information that we have run about all around the world, 41,000 people that have the business license activate. So 40,000 people all around the world. And I know 100%, I'm totally sure, I'm totally convinced about this, that we will be millions of people. Not today, not tomorrow, we need years. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We need years to create something big. And the people that know me, they know that I am a fan, a lover of the change, of the changing. Why? Because I believe that everything in the life change in every moment, in every day, in every minute, in every week, in every year. Everything change continuously, and you are forced to change. And I can give you only a little example. The last example I can give to you, the coronavirus, COVID-19. Okay, I think this is again the confirmation that everything changed. And nobody know what can happen in the life. Nobody knew that we'll start a COVID 5 months ago, and everything would change, you know. But this is the reality. Only to give an information. Only in Italy, I read this information, I think 2 weeks ago. Only in Italy, more than 500,000 of people will lose the job, and not more than February 2021. 500,000 of Italians will lose the job because of coronavirus. And the same thing is all around the world. This problem is not only about Italy, but the problem is about Europe, is about all around the world, because this big change bring us a big problem. But normally, when there are problems, there are big opportunities. Never forget, big problems and big opportunity for the people that can see the opportunity. And the question that I would like to make to you is, are you ready with a plan B? Because maybe even a lot of people that today are connect in this global Zoom, maybe, or they already have some problems with the jobs, or maybe they will have problem in the future, because this COVID-19 will be very big crisis for the next years. And I can assure you one thing, that we are really a very good plan B. Because today, we are the only community all around the world that can do something against the plastic pollution. And doing this, we can even make good money. Because at the end, we are here for business. We are here to earn more money. And in my experience, I can tell you that I never knew in my life a business, a global business so huge like this. And really now, in this moment, everything is ready. Until 2 or 3 months ago, I repeat continuously to people, this project will start. No, we are not start yet, but now I can tell you we are perfectly working. Everything is working in this business. This is not anymore blah, blah, blah. These are facts. Today, we are producing fuel from plastic. Okay, just 2 plants. The third one in a few days I think really maybe, I don't know, really in a few days. And then will be 4 and 5 and 6 and 10 and 100 and 1,000 is only a question of time now. We have a public token. Already we received the first airdrop. The conversion rate already increased, and the same is the value of the Susnova. We have a mountain wolf. Really, we have everything. So there are no anymore excuses now. And I can tell you that we are in this moment today, we are in September, the 6th of September. And now September, October, November, and December will be the best month of the year, as always. I can tell you my experience, 27 years. In 27 years, September, October, November, December are always the best moment for our business. But you must be ready to give everything, because the life is like this. More you give to the life, and more the life gives to you. If you give nothing to the life gives nothing to you. If you give nothing to the business will give nothing to you. Is like this? It was always like this, is like this, and it will be always like this. And I am totally convinced that a lot of people, or a lot of the people in this room, from now to December will be in another world. Because I'm quite sure that in the next 4 months, our business will explode. And the next year, I don't know what will happen. Really, I can't even imagine what can happen when we will have 10 plants, 15 plants, 20 plants. And we will produce 500,000 of liters every month, 1 million of liters every month, 2 million of liters every month. And the Susnova will start to grow, and everybody will jump in the business. But this is the moment to decide and to give everything, to give the maximum you can. And normally when I do training, when I do education, when I speak in this meeting, normally sometimes I like to tell some story. I like to tell some story. Why? Because Tamara, put your phone in silence, please. And I like to tell some story, because sometimes one story give better the idea more than 1,000 of words. Okay. And I try now to tell you one story. Okay. I try to do my best with my English. Okay, we are in a jewelry. Okay, we are in a jewelry, and there is the jeweler inside of the jewelry, sitting on his desk, looking outside from the window, and looking outside of the window, he see a beautiful girl, a little girl, 8 years. 10 years, okay? Outside from the window, looking inside like this, you know, with the noise, press in the window, looking inside to a blue turquoise necklace, you know, a collier, a blue turquoise necklace. And after a few minutes, this little girl go inside to the shop, to the jeweler, and ask, listen, can I have a look to that amazing blue turquoise necklace? So the jeweler take this collier and bring to the girl, to this little girl, and she look this girl and say, okay, I will take it, okay? Because today is the birthday of my sister, She's 20. And after that, my mom was dead. She take care for me. And she work, she take care about for me, and she don't have time for herself. And really, I want to show my sister how I appreciate what she did for me and what she do for me. And I want to give to her this present today for this for her birthday. And the jeweler say, okay, but you know, this necklace is expensive, has a very big price, and do you have the money? And the girl, and this little girl, this blonde little girl with the blue eyes, looked to the jeweler and said, yes, of course, I have the money, okay? And he took a little box, okay? A little box, and put this all the things inside from this box on the neck. And the jeweler saw, you know, some little coin, some little money, some figurine, some shells, some plastic toy. And this little girl looked to the jeweler and said, is enough? Is this enough for the necklace? And the jeweler looked to this girl and said, yes, of course, is enough. So the jeweler go behind of the shop and prepare a very beautiful red gift box for this girl, and come back and give to this beautiful little girl. And this little girl, very all happy, she go out from the shop. After 2-3 hours, come inside to the shop, another beautiful lady, blonde one with blue eyes, around about 20 years, with the red gift box in the hand, and asked to the jeweler, look, good morning, sir. Sorry, but someone buy here this gift box. And the jeweler tell to this girl, yes, of course, they buy here. But they pay for this blue turquoise necklace. Yes, of course, the client pay. Yes, but sorry, can I say how much money this girl pay for the? Sorry, but you know, I can't. This is confidential. You know, I can't tell to the client, you know, to other client how much money pay other client for my things. Okay, no, because you know, my sister give this box, and I don't know if she pay this gift box. So the jeweler took this red gift box, close it again, okay, give back to the sister and say, look, your sister pay the bill. Your sister pay for this blue turquoise necklace, and she pay with the maximum price that each one of us can pay in his life. She gave me everything she has. You understand? And so that the question I would like to say to you, because before I close in this meeting, is, and you? Did you give everything you had in this business? Are you giving every day the maximum energy you can put in this opportunity to change your life? Because I'm quite sure that if people start to work in this business in 3, 4, 5 years, it'll change. His life will be totally different. But you must be prepared to pay the price. You must be prepared to give 100%, the maximum you can give. Okay? So for my side is finished. I I would like to introduce now the corporate part of this global Zoom, and I'm very pleased to introduce you a man. This man is the CTO, the Chief Technical Officer of our project. He's not in the network, he's in the corporate side of the company, but he has the responsibility for all of us to give us the IT technology, and the web and the site. And he works every day to help each one of us in the way that we can do our business. And for me, it's a very big pleasure to introduce you the CTO of this project, Mr. Wade Thompson. Wade, are you here?
Hopefully you can see me and hear me.
Yeah,
you have me?
I can see you.
Wonderful.
You are wonderful. So it's a very pleasure to give you the word. Bye, Wade.
Okay. Thanks for the introduction there. Okay, so firstly, I just want to thank everybody for joining the call. It's quite really amazing that we can all get together in these difficult times across the globe. So there's hundreds of people focused on our mission of waste plastic to fuel. And I just want to congratulate you all for being on the call and make sure that we understand the scale of what we're trying to achieve. And the people that are behind us, the leaders, the corporate, are all there to help you moving forwards. Let's spend a little bit of time just introducing myself. So I've been working in IT for 43 years. I had my first computer when I was age 11. I was teaching IT in my teenage years. And because of that, I have a string of academic and professional qualifications and lots of experience around business startups. I've worked for the European Patent Office. I've worked for British Telecom, and I've worked for numerous banks and building societies across the UK, all focused around progressing their businesses at whatever scale. During my career, I've exited a number of software ventures, and that's given me a number of gaps or sabbaticals within my career. Being somebody who drives forwards, I haven't sat around. So during those times, I did a number of things. So back in 2005, I trained and ran the London Marathon for charity. A little bit later, I studied with Richard Bandler and became a trainer of master practitioners for neurolinguistic programming. I became a master scuba diver trainer in exactly 365 days. I also like flying, and I hold an airline pilot's license for fixed wing and a private pilot's license for rotary. I did all of those things while supporting a family of 4 daughters, including triplet daughters. I'm only saying that so you understand that we can drive forwards in whatever way we choose. And if we put the commitment in, we'll achieve both business and personal success. So now my family's all grown up. I've emigrated to Thailand full-time, and I work with you guys on our mission for waste plastic to fuel. And my role here, as has been explained, is to manage and control and direct global IT across all the platforms. So this is CCW, soon to be fully Ecovo. This is Amplivo, all the blockchain technologies, and we're working on various exchange technologies to move us forwards. I work directly with Cloudhorizon, who own and control the brand Amplivo, and I work with Site Talk Communities Incorporated, who own and control the brand Ecovo. And of course, Cloudhorizon are the issuers and suppliers of the Susnova token, the ISF token, which is available on our first exchange, Mountain Wolf. There are various other exchanges that we are considering, and we'll move forwards with some of those in the coming months. Let's just focus a little on what we're going to achieve in terms of IT over the next 3 to 9 months. Let's look at the timescale running into next summer. We're going to look at migrating all of the micro features that you've talked about and heard about today. The Tombola platform, the deals platform, the cashback platform, all of them will be migrated from that legacy platform crypto community world to the more modern and enhanced Ecovo platform. And it's not going to be a quick process. And the reason for that is we're focused on not just moving across. We're focused on enhancing features, improving security, improving usability. My focus is to work with our team, which is an international team of developers, to support the mission of Ecovo and help you build your business with Amplivo. So as you move across from CCW, many of the frustrations that you're currently experiencing with that older platform will become a thing of the past. And our intention is to phase out CCW over the next 3 to 9 months in stages. Let's just look at the type of change that they're going to go through. You've seen some of the trainings that are becoming available for various bits of the platform. And I want to go through with you the Ecovo Media training pack. This is not going to be me carrying out a training. This is just me showing you the depth of material that's being created. This material was created in English and delivered quite recently, over the last week or so. Translations into various languages are underway, and they'll be coming online in the coming days and weeks. Let me try to share my screen. That shared my screen. Can you see it, everybody? Perhaps not. I seem to have lost everybody now.
Wayne, it's not showing at the moment.
Can you see it now?
No.
No? You see the screen now, Frank?
No.
Oh. It says here you can see it. Sorry, guys, just bear with me a moment. That better? You got it now?
Correct.
Wonderful. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is 50 or 60 slides talking about Ecovo Media. In a real live training, we would go through each of the steps. And it's a click-by-click example of how to build your Ecovo Media campaigns. Ecovo Media is focused on enabling you to share the mission of Ecovo, the waste plastic to fuel. So I can just start to go through. I'm just going to click through very quickly. Doesn't seem to want to click through. There we go. Right. So you're going to go into the shop and you'll be able to buy your Ecovo media pack. You'll redeem the pin, and then you'll look at building a landing page. And this is really a click-by-click example of what you'll be doing. You'll select your template. At the moment, there are 3 templates to choose from with different positions of material on your personal landing page. So when you engage with this mission, we give you a tool to put together your own landing page with your own details. You put your own picture onto the landing page. We also allow you to identify yourself with either your username, first name, full name, or something else. Not going to go through it all, but landing page narrative. When you've completed, we give you either a link or a QR code. You can share the QR code or share the link, and people will visit your personal landing page with your statement about the mission. And it will give a link with your appropriate affiliate code, and people that engage through this model will appear in your downline moving forwards. And they do this all for free if they choose. You're then going to manage in your package. You'll select your campaign. You'll choose your language, choose the campaign. There are 30 odd campaigns available in many languages. Campaigns will increase in number, and the languages will become more completed as we move forwards. You have to confirm the choice. Say, this is a click-by-click example. There's a lot of detail here. You'll create the campaign. You go through a number of steps. You're given an original campaign. You select a video, select an image. You write your unique content. As you work through, the system is geared around helping you create great content. So it monitors what you do. It tells you which keywords you have in your system in all the languages. It tells you whether you have the appropriate links within your campaign. We give you graphical feedback and your progress as you build the campaign. And this training will walk you through that. You select your video, review the progress to make sure that you've selected the appropriate video content. All the content is monitored every time you click the page. So here you can see that the keywords are not selected on this particular instance. There's a video been selected. And as you move forwards, you select the image, you create a campaign title, you personalize the title, check the progress. One suggestion is that you can look at each sentence in turn and you rewrite it into your own language, your own phraseology, your own vocabulary to make it personalized to yourself. We don't want you to copy the content directly. We want you to adapt it to your own particular way of writing. And I go through here and show you how that's built up, show you how to progress check. The link is in there, one of the keywords are in there. You go to the next sentence and you build up your content as you go through. You add the links. There's 2 ways to add links. They're both shown in this training. Do more progress check. You repeat and you complete the entire content. When you get all these things into the green, everything's valid, then you're able to save. You're also able to pause and save as draft at any point and return back later and work. Go back and edit the campaign again. When you're happy with the content, you can save and publish that content. Ask you to be sure. You can then visit the campaign and you can see your content. Later, you can come back and edit it if you wish. And eventually you end up, so you can copy the link to your campaign and put it on your blog or on your other blog sites or social media sites, etc. Give you a QR code linking directly to your campaign. We also tie very tightly into Facebook, so you're able to share the campaign on Facebook. When you click share, you're asked to log in. Obviously, you give a comment about your post. Ask you where you want to post it. This is from Facebook, not from us. Ask you who you want to share this particular post with amongst your various levels. And then you post your campaign. And then it's on Facebook. You can provide a link to your campaign and go back to Ecoven. This is just the end of the slide deck. So this is the type of content that we're building for you as we move forwards. This is the level of detail that we're hoping to go through to ensure that you all have the best facilities to support the campaign and to build your business with Amplivo. So I think that's about everything I want to say for today. And I want to just now pass on, if I can, to a guy that I've known for a few years now. And he leaves me in awe of his knowledge of the oil industry, the way prices have changed and how they're recovering, the plastic to waste process, generally business modeling and investment modeling, and how to move the projects that we have forwards. He just leaves me in awe of everything that he does, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy listening to him, and I'm really going to enjoy understanding how we're progressing as a group, as a company, and as a team. So with that, I'll hand the ball, as they say, over to Jay, and thank you everybody for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Wayne. Thank you for the kind introduction, and good evening, good afternoon, everybody on this call today. It is my absolute pleasure to be joining you here. I wanted to give you today and to talk with you today about two topics. First, if I could have my screen shared for you. There we go. Okay, I'm hoping that you see that now. So I wanted to talk with you today about two subjects. Number one would be regarding our Bangkok project and operations there, which, for example, Peter and other great speakers that we've had here today have already addressed. I'll give you a little bit more information about that. Additionally, I wanted to talk to you today about the big picture, the overall strategy and business plan of our company, and which direction we are currently driving this business for. So in our Bangkok project, as of today, as you saw from the videos and you heard from the different updates, we are currently operational with 2 production units. These production units are now operating, they are converting plastic waste into oil, and most importantly, we are now also selling that oil. We have sold already our first batches of fuel, and as of today, our largest problem is that we do not have enough fuel for the demands of our clients. And I can assure you that is a very good problem to have. This month, we are going to be installing and launching the 3rd production unit here in Bangkok. And that will take our production from the current about 120,000 liters capacity per month up to about 200,000 liters capacity per month. So we are very much looking forward on getting that 3rd machine up and running and then continuing to develop the facility. We have done some great progress in terms of refurbishment and increasing the standard of work and production there at the facility over the last about 1.5 months. And we will continue to work on that every day. As you have heard before, our target is that in this facility, we are going to have, by the end of next year, a total of 10 of these production modules. And by doing so, are able to produce about 600,000 liters of oil per month. And most importantly, remove more than 1.2 million kilos of plastic waste from the environment per month. And that is already quite a significant amount of plastic waste, which would normally remain in the landfills. But through this operation, through just one project, we are able to remove this amount of garbage from the environment and turn it into fuel for our daily lives. So this will continue as we go forward. Obviously, as been said before, we are also working with other projects at the moment. We are very much looking forward still to have our first European project up and running during this year in Slovenia, followed by other European and other international projects in the coming months as well. We are a little bit slowed down with some of the traveling restrictions that has been there implemented on traveling between countries, especially between locations like Asia and Europe. but we are working around that, and I'm very thankful for having such a great and strong team around myself to work on these things every day. Now, moving to the second topic, and this is now something that we are going to talk in quite brief. We will have more announcements coming. We will have more trainings, more meetings coming to address many of these topics that you're going to see here presented today. But I wanted to open up for you the so-called big picture. What is the direction where we are heading? And as you know, and as has been brought very clearly to your attention, is that Socium Development Company is the company that is focusing on converting the plastic waste into oil. We do that by using pyrolysis technologies, which allow us to process this in the most environmental way as possible. But this is not all that we are going to be doing in the future. And actually, this conversion from plastic waste into oil is just the first step of the total of our 5-step business plan. And we'll walk through now these other 4 steps very briefly, and then we will be giving you more information about these in the nearby future as well. Now, as I've said from the very beginning of the year, is that our business model has always been built on the platform of collaboration and partnerships. And that's the way that we want to continue to work also in the future. We could say that we are most definitely one of the first people and the first companies in the world to create a commercial system for converting this plastic waste into fuel. And we have now taken some very big steps on commercializing that technology and the concept, the idea of pyrolysis that has been around for quite some time already. But as you know, in many ways, somebody has a great idea, but that idea will not become a commercial business or a product without bringing in the people who understand commercializing specifically. And that is something that we have now been able to do with our first step, which is the conversion of the plastic waste into oil. But we are not alone, thankfully, and happily so. We are not alone in the world in this mission. And if we look at the global problem with plastic garbage right now, it is way, way too big for just one group of people or one company to manage. And there are other companies who are also working with different technologies or different projects and different methods as well. And we want to work together with those companies. What we will be doing is we are going to start developing and managing fuel reserves in different regions around the world. And our target and objective is to become the largest buyer of advanced biofuel produced from waste-based sources, especially focusing on fuels created from plastic garbage. This will be our second step in our business plan. Once we have acquired those fuels, both from the production units created and created by Socium Development Company and other producers, we are going to start refining and purification processes for this crude oil. And I wouldn't be announcing any one of these topics for you unless they would have already been put into motion quite some time ago. And you are going to hear more about all of these topics soon with more details into them. But let's walk them all through. We are going to start to refine this pyrolysis crude oil. into commercial fuels such as diesel and gasoline and kerosene jet fuel. And by using new technologies, we are also going to purify those fuels to become more environmentally friendly and especially more friendlier for the air pollution, which especially in developing countries like Asia is a huge problem and a big topic. Moving to our fourth step of the 5-step plan is to build an international network of service stations, in other words, gas stations, which will be distributing our fuels for the consumers. This is something that we are already working here in Thailand, and I'm hoping to have more information for you regarding the first of these service stations by the end of this year. I'm not saying that it will be open this year, but we are going to announce more specific information for you in the next coming months. What we will be doing is we are going to be developing these service stations, and they will become environmentally friendly. They will operate by using renewable fuels, and most importantly, they will distribute all of the fuels that we produce from the plastic waste and potentially other garbage in the future as well. Which leads us then to our 5th step, which as of today, we will refer as a Project X, but we are going to be announcing you more information about this one soon as well. This is something that we have been working for quite some time already, and together with an international group of extremely bright minds, a new solution for the transport fuels is being developed at this very moment, which in the future would allow us to limit the amount of fossil fuels, normal fossil oil that we are drilling currently from the core of the ground, but use other means to create the fuels for the transport industry, including maritime and the air travel. So these 5 steps, from plastic waste first to crude oil, then operating, developing and managing proper reserves, refining and purifying these fuels into commercial products such as gasoline and diesel, then distributing them through our own network of service stations, and finally creating another type of fuel for the future. It's not electric, that I can tell you. Now, it is my great pleasure to also announce for you today that Socium Development Company, as a part of this larger picture, is now joining a group of companies, a family of businesses, which will all be brought under a new brand called the Corsair. Corsair Group and its commercial, its consumer brand, and its corporate brand will be managed by the same group of people that are currently today managing the Socium Development Company. And by combining all of these forces now under one umbrella and one brand, we are going to be focusing on this 5-step business and development plan. And I very much look forward to giving you more information about these. We're going to have separate announcement events, especially for the Project X, and also giving you more updates now as we move forward with all of these different sections of our business under the Corsair brand. So leaving that, we're coming at the end of my time. I want to very much thank you all for being part, together with us, on building the future of transport fuels. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the next speaker of today's event and the last speaker of the event, who is the CEO of Cloudhorizon company and the man behind the structure and all the great work that has been put in over the last year and a half to have all of these take place. None of us would be here today if it wasn't for this gentleman, who I'm very happy here to pass on the microphone and introduce to you the CEO of Cloudhorizon, Mr. Frank Ricketts. Frank, are you there?
I certainly am, Jay, and thank you very much for the introduction. Always exciting when you have something to say, which is practically every day. So it's really cool. Thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate it. And I'd like to say thank you straight away to all our speakers today, all 6 members of the Inner Circle, which united the top leadership. We created the Inner Circle approximately 4 or 5 weeks ago. And following that, we then created the Global Leadership Circle. And I want to thank every one of you for everything you do on a day-to-day basis and creating this group where we're working together with weekly calls with the Inner Circle and fortnightly calls with the GLC, where we're sharing information, thoughts, etc., etc. It was also something that was tremendously needed, but right things at the right time. So again, thank you to everyone. And thank all of you on this call today, and the translators working in the various Zoom rooms. We will be having another corporate event in approximately 6 weeks. But as Jay said and the other speakers have also said, the idea of today was just to give not just members, but also people you've invited a general overview of the various facets, the various areas that make up the whole concept. And one cannot go into detail in every area in such an event, but people should get the idea. It's more than what they probably realize. And this was the idea of showing you the various functionalities of Akovo CCW. Akovo being the community, and as you heard from Wayne, we're going through the process of bringing the original Saito community software and platform up to today's technology, but in doing so, enhancing it, enhancing the functionalities. Wayne and I sent him a video yesterday of an idea that I was presented, and we want to look at things and really improve that community tremendously in its usage and of course numbers. We have a cleaned database of nearly 9.5 million people who are actually registered with an active email on that community website. Now what we need to do is give them something to really look at content-wise and more functionalities where as a follower they can generate an income for the company, which means an income that creates profit. And that means that profit going in to financing and funding the various projects being created through Corsair. And I would like everyone please to take on the new brand of everything being done around plastic waste to fuel, and every other aspect is just shown to you briefly from Jay. Corsair, okay? That's what we are helping to fund and support with everything we can. What's important is to know that, you know, that cashback, the slides that you saw in the brief introduction, also the merchant platform or the Tombola, etc., is just to give you a glimpse, an idea of the various aspects of things that can generate income. They generate income, which also generates bonus and commissions for those who decide to become influencers, independent associates. But at the end of the day, everything is supporting the one thing that we're about, and that is supporting and funding plastic waste to fuel projects and whatever in the future. And yes, everything that's being generated is also being backed up with the free loyalty points, which then are redeemed for those who want to redeem them for the ISF token. And the ISF token will have various values, i.e. various usage. At the moment, we are building the usage over the exchange directly with plastic waste to fuel. And our percentual working agreement with Corsair. And that will increase day for day, week for week, with machine after machine after machine, project after project after project. And this is what people and everyone really need to try to understand, that this is not, you know, tomorrow or next week. This is laid out as a long-term project, and everyone should earn as we go along. This is why we relate this to network marketing. But the ISF and creating the value of the ISF is related directly to production of oil and selling of oil, and our percentage and part of that oil being produced being tokenized. And yes, it is also traded visibly on an exchange. And as we heard from Wayne, we want to be on more than one exchange, but until a marketplace is created, what is the point of being on a second exchange, a third exchange, etc., etc.? We even have our own newly created software for our own personal exchange, which also would have its benefits for everyone. But again, what is the purpose of, you know, splitting so many ISF on this exchange and so many ISF on that exchange until the marketplace is created? And there are some fantastic ideas of where the value of the ISF is not to be 100% reliant on the production of oil from plastic waste, which will always be at the front of everything we're doing. But we want to introduce it as a currency on the Ecovo platform, that one can purchase credits, which means one can buy a voucher for a deal, one can get virtual gifts, one can send credits as a birthday present to others, etc., etc., etc. And that we can introduce ISF as a form of payment for those credits. But all this is also not in development, but it has to become used. And so, as you saw Jean-Luc showing briefly and, you know, going through very quickly those slides, we have training on that. There will be workshops on that for all those who are interested in bringing merchants to the platform, and then earning commissions on anyone and everyone purchasing a voucher for that merchant to get that deal, and that voucher to be partially or wholly paid in ISF. And myself talking about these things now mean we have this in black and white now. It's not just a thought. We are now working out a business plan to be able to introduce these things. but it's like the chicken before the egg or the egg before the chicken. There's a right time for everything, and sometimes we have to create the time. And the value of the ISF will increase and increase and increase with private equity investment and investments from Cloudhorizon, from the profits that are generated through the selling of the various services and products that Ecovo offers, along with Amplivo. Every product in the packages can also be purchased individually. One doesn't need to be an influencer to help the cause, quite the opposite. I would love to have for every 10,000 influencers, 1 million active followers on the site who now and then do this or do that and one thing another and buy some credits or, you know, go to the auction site and a lot of other things that are in working. We are working on creating a shop, an extra shop on Ecovo over the next months. And I repeat again, over the next months, we're working on creating a shop which has products in it, various products that are all related to plastic waste and using plastic waste to create this product or this product or that product or this product. And a follower knowing that when they purchase this product, they are also helping the cause. They are creating a profit for the company. That profit will go into funding more projects with Corsair. It's a circle. So there's a lot of things going on there. We are developing various tutorials, and along with the inner circle and the global leadership circle, we want to create, and this will be done over the next weeks, I'm not talking months, where there will be a workshop about the various platforms on Ecovo/CCW and how to use them. I have been talking this week with our design media guy, and he will be sending me by Tuesday, and I want to show the inner circle on Tuesday evening, a form of video tutorials, animated videos, which we could possibly then use for each area of our business. The part where Petra is showing the back office, that we have unified look of training material, tutorials, not just in PowerPoint, but also in videos in all languages, and that in the back office. And all of this are tools to help your business. The extensive workshop being put together, and we now have the material of how to create your own campaigns using the Ecovo media to spread the word, and spread the word not just for followers, but spread the word also for influencers. And we are now established, and we can now spread our resources and man-hour in creating this material and making the opportunity easier and easier for everyone to join at whatever level they want to be at. Again, you know, the Ecovo is so important, and the amount of followers actually on that site that contribute, number one, to your commissions, but secondly, to how we can finance and how fast we can finance and fund, along with private equity individuals, the next machine, the next project, in the next country, in the next continent. So this is all extremely, extremely important, what we're on about. I want to just wrap up on the corporate part and then spend a couple of minutes as a networker, which I will always be, is that the corporate structure is really solid, what we have today. We are financially sound. We do not owe 1 cent to anyone outside of our structured business. We are up to date with all withdrawals. We have maintained all our staff also in the COVID time. And as we heard previously from speakers, also from Andrea, Bella, okay, is that we are going into the best months of the year. And yes, we have COVID. Yes, it's not a year like any other year, but without a doubt, September, October, November, going into December will be the best months of this COVID year as well. And we did not let any of our staff go. We kept them. We kept them on when, you know, everyone was starstruck, when, you know, the lockdowns happened at the end of March. And we all know that business stopped to a trickle, along with the fact that we were developing the relationship with an exchange. We were developing payment methods. We were developing and analyzing through Corsair and Yussi which machines and where, what locations, and all that being done, you know, in probably the worst, well, the worst timing and surrounding going-ons affecting the business that I have come across in the 48 years that I've been associated in our industry. And we've come through with flying flags. And again, thank you to everyone who supported us and supported what we're doing on a day-to-day basis over the last months. It's awesome to be where we are today. But now as a networker, you know, I respect and I will carry on respecting everyone who says, well, I will wait until you're producing 1 million liters a month. I will actually respect everyone who says, well, I will wait until you're producing 10 million a month, because you have that right to do so. You have the right to wait for the right time for you. The only thing is, will it ever be the right time for you? And I've learned one thing in life that, and Andrea touched on this in a different way, but talking about changes. But you know, the big change is related to a big opportunity. And the big businesses have been created through big changes. You know, especially in communication. Go back 20 years ago and the internet, go back 20 years ago, mobile phones. I mean, if you go through the history, you know, when we went from radio to TV, well, we didn't. But I remember being 9 years old when we got the first TV in our household. And what a massive change that was. And to be a part of change, global change, and to be a part of something related to our environment, which we leave behind. Every one of us leaves the environment as it is on the day that we leave that state to everyone. And we have an opportunity that is so unique in the industry network marketing, never been known before, and we're doing something that's never been done before. And the bigger we get, the bigger Corsair gets. With our help, every one of us helping that, we will really become a part of history, because we are making history. But it's up to every one of us to say, what is the right time? When is the right time? Well, you also heard about Plan B this afternoon. And whether every one of us needs a Plan B, I don't know. How one is situated, how one is financially situated. But ask yourself seriously the question, why are you on this call today? Curiosity, because someone promised you a beer if you took part. It get a beer for you this evening. Listen to what we have to say. There must be something that, you know, in the back of your mind that, you know, maybe I need some more financial stability in this or in that, in things I want to do. And this is what's so important. Every one of us has a responsibility to ourselves and to our loved ones. And the question is, can this opportunity help your responsibility in a financial manner, which is only one aspect of our lives? But here we have a double whammy. We have an opportunity that can create an extra income by doing something that is tremendously good for the environment, and the environment we're going to leave our children and our children's children. And this isn't playing the violin to everyone. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact of what we're doing. We have delivered. And this is an opportunity that can only get better tomorrow with more and more and more and more people getting involved in what we're about. We're about giving anyone and everyone around the world an opportunity to better their financial standing for whatever reason. For whatever reason. But also to make a better world, to improve the environmental standing in our street, in our cities, in our countries, around the world, for the people, for our children who follow us. It is a double whammy. There is nothing missing in this opportunity except you. You making your goals, making your plans, and then getting on with it. Because you can listen to the best opportunity in the world with the best income possibility, compensation plan, and with the best, mission, if we call it that, whether it be improving health, improving the environment, whatever it is. And that can be all in front of you on the table, not just from us. And we believe we are one of the best. And I say one of the best. There are a handful of really fantastic opportunities out there in different areas. But none of it is of any use if we don't take it and do something with it. If you want to change anything in your life, and we talk about big changes brings opportunity, but you have to change what you're doing today if you are missing something. If you're missing the financial means to do what you want to do. If you're missing time, the freedom of time to do what you want to do with who you want to do. If you are missing anything in your lives, whether it be in religion, whether it be in relationship, in business, in private, family, it doesn't matter. If you are missing something today, then tomorrow you've got to do something different than you were doing today. Because if you don't, nothing is going to change. You're still going to be missing the love in the relationship. You're still going to be missing the relationship with friends, if you're missing it today, of course. You're going to miss the freedom of time, which is so tied down with work, job, etc., etc. Financial means, if you're missing that, you must do something tomorrow different than what you're doing today. I believe we have a tremendous opportunity, a sincere opportunity. And we are working together to make this really an opportunity of the future. It's a long-term opportunity. This is not a get-rich overnight opportunity, but you can become tremendously financially free with what we have to offer you. I want to finish here because otherwise I will just go on until midnight.